Repeat after me. I am a revolutionary. I am a revolutionary. I am a revolutionary. I am a revolutionary. I am a revolutionary.
In the late 1960s, the FBI manages to infiltrate the Black Panther Party per an informant. As Bill O'Neill is coming closer to the ascending party chairman Fred Hampton and the revolution which is arising, a battle wages for O'Neill's soul. This is the story of Judas and the Black Messiah, one of the most anticipated biopics. Here is my spoiler-free review. Judas and the Black Messiah is streamable today on HBO Max and will hit the cinemas and other streaming platforms around the world within the months to come. The movie is written and directed by Shaka and is based on an interview Bill O'Neill has given and on true historical events. In the main cast here we have LaKeith Stanfield and Daniel Kaluuya. What a movie, what a story. I'm being honest with you, this movie hit me hard. As I said, the movie is based on an interview of Bill O'Neill and the life of Fred Hampton. And the setup of the movie is familiar. Someone undercover is infiltrating an organization and is getting closer to that one specific leader. And honestly, it doesn't do anything super fancy or surprising. It's rather a straightforward told story. But there is something about this movie which is unique. The drama here is emotional, devastating and relevant. It has an intense energy and has a fascinating pacing. You will see a movie which jumps from silent, slow and personal scenes to those fast and electrifying ones and returns back then to really emotional moments. That's hot. Story-wise, the movie sets an interesting focus which one has to be aware of. It doesn't show you the full life of Fred Hampton, who is one of the most important people of the Black Panther history. It's not the traditional biopic. The movie focuses rather on the FBI informant Bill O'Neill and how his role played out. The Black Panther history and Fred Hampton as the revolutionary he was is all set up. We only get some great glimpses about how the Black Panther Party operated and how the mindset of that point of time was, but there's no excessive explanation. For the sake of the drama and the thrill aspect, that is absolutely right. But I think a general knowledge of this aspect of American history would be good to have. For example, what is the Black Panther Party? Who was J. Edgar Hoover? Why was the FBI fighting so hard this party? You might miss some context. But let me say this, don't get scared about that. Even if you don't know that much about the subject, this movie works. Well, this is the kind of movie you may end up googling and YouTubing the weeks after that, because you want to find out more about the true events. And another reason why this movie works so greatly, whether you know the background or not, is because of that brilliant acting. It's crazy good. The cast in this movie is terrific, led by LaKeith Stanfield and Daniel Kaluuya with fine support particularly from Jesse Plemons and Dominique Fishback. And they are all fantastic and are giving their best performances on the big screen so far. Especially Daniel Kaluuya as Hampton is incredible. He is giving an Oscar-worthy performance and he just won recently the Global Globe for this role, and I will cross my fingers for him to get his Oscar.
You ain't tell me it was gonna be like this. These ain't no terrorists.
So let's summarize it. Judas and the Black Messiah is a great movie. This is an actor's piece in the best sense of the term, and it's beautifully shot. And it's an absolute important movie. Of course, it's deeply political, and the audience for political films is limited. So let me tell you now, who will like this movie and who won't.
But it's power to the people really worth their ransom.
When I dedicated my life to people, I dedicated my life.
You get to go out there, talk about dying a revolutionary death, because you don't have another person growing inside your body.
Anywhere there's people, is power.
First of all, who will like it? If you like movies with political subject like, for example, JFK, Vice, or just recently the trial of the Chicago 7, which I have talked about in a separate video, you will like this movie. By the way, Hampton was also portrayed in the trial of the Chicago 7 in a side role, so do also check out that movie on Netflix. Secondly, who won't like Judas and the Black Messiah? If you have no interest at all about the political situation in the US in the late 60s, this movie of course will not work for you, especially considering the fact that you might find some of it confusing without a prior knowledge. On the other side, this is a must-see for all those who love watching documentaries and movies about the civil rights movements, the Black Panthers, America after JFK, etc. This is a great piece of movie, and again, it's no education, it's mainly a drama thriller, but it works best if you have some rough idea about the political situation back then. For me, this is a great movie, and I absolutely loved it. It's something both universal and unique relevant to the present day. For me personally, it's an 8.5 out of 10. Thanks a lot for watching my review about Judas and the Black Messiah. If you liked it, then please help the channel grow by liking, sharing and subscribing. I appreciate the support. See you next time and have a great watch.